I happened upon a story that took place in Harlem where a woman by the name of Marjorie Elliott decided 30 years ago to start hosting free jazz concerts to pay homage to her son, Philip, that died on a Sunday due to kidney failure. Now, she said she would cry every Sunday because she missed her son, but she decided to turn that pain into something more meaningful. So her, along with her other son, Rudy, decided to give the free jazz concerts that would last for about 2 hours. And it was first come, first serve. And they're still doing it, by the way. First come, first serve, where people from all over the world can sit and listen to them, along with other people, play jazz music. Now, on the surface, I think that is a wonderful idea because I think that we should share our talents with other people. But as I was watching the story, I noticed there was predominantly white people sitting in her apartment listening to the free jazz. Now, of course, for anybody who knows about Harlem, knows that it is rich in history. Of course, the Harlem Renaissance took place there in the 1920s and 30s and a little bit before that as well, where we had what they call a rebirth of African American culture, whether it was literature, art, music, fashion, you name it. It was like the heartbeat of African American culture. Okay. Now, during that time, you would see black people, right? Black people were in Harlem because Harlem belonged to us. Well, of course, now we have this thing called gentrification where places like Harlem are no longer black. You see everybody else there. And I think this particular story in regards to the jazz music just really illustrates how white people and other people have just taken over areas that belong to us. And so while I think it's a great story, it also brings me much sadness because it's not just Harlem. It's a lot of places in the country that used to be predominantly black that are no longer predominantly black for a whole host of reasons, right? So when I think of the Harlem Renaissance, I think of Langston Hughes and Cab Calloway and Bessie Smith and Billie Holiday and, Zora Neale Hurston, just to name a few, where they were able to share their talents with their people, right? But in 2023, not so much. Now you see a bunch of white people enjoying the talents that come from our people. So we need to do something about that as best we can. For one, stop selling our grandparents' homes for the money. We should keep it in the family, keep it black so that other people don't move in the neighborhood and gentrify it. Also, we need to be mindful of the leadership or misleadership, if you will, that we decide to elect and make sure they do as much as they can to help preserve African American culture because it is very important. Well, for one, it's important for us. And it also helps tell the story of America, right? You cannot tell the story of America without telling the story of black people and our contribution to it. So anyway, y'all tell me what you think of that. And for more insightful commentary, please subscribe to this channel and my channel, The Demetra Kaye Show, here on YouTube. Peace.